It doesn't seem like a lot, but it could make all the difference tomorrow night in that A-Main for 35 laps. It pays $23,500. This race pays $500 to win. Wouldn't that be a nice way to kick off your weekend? Pimenta and Shane McDonald on the front row. Mick Shelford, Wayne Gilroy, Lester, Todd Atkins, Jorgensen, White, Max Clark, and Cleary, your top 10, 18 starters, 20 laps for Pro 1 Race Parts. And New Design Living, we are underway. Look at Todd Atkins, ripped the top of the 36. Oh, and he has got a slingshot to the lead if he wants it.
If he can just get a clean run. Shelford tried to take the line down the back straightaway last time. Atkins stays upstairs as Shane McDonald leads Rodney Pimenta. Gilroy starting to back the field up a little bit. Lester to the bottom. Todd Atkins to the top. Shelford in the middle, right through the slick. What a feature.
Here we go. Racetrack is cherry ripe at the right time of the night. Shane McDonald, Pimenta, Gilroy, Atkins, Lester and Shelford. Max Clark is on the charge. He's up, passing plenty of cars as Jetson gets into the concrete. Stephen Manley gets crossed up and we stay green. Lester's rolling the bottom like a boss.
Yeah, Todd Atkins tries to move down the track because he's checked a little bit behind Gilroy. Lester goes through on Gilroy. Todd Atkins are a little bit frustrated back in fifth spot at the moment. Shaney Mack still leads. Pimenta second. Remember, the second round of heats, these two went out right at the front of the field and Rocket drove around the outside of McDonald, so they've certainly smartened up Shane McDonald's car.
It's impressive right now. Shane McDonald in the 27, finished top 5 at the Queensland title here. Pimenta second, Lester. The roll down on the bottom, as that's the quick way. Right now, Gilroy and Atkins find it out for 4th and 5th. Shelford can't go with the front 5. Max Clark is 6th.
Todd Atkins, who looked so good on the top, is tight on the bottom, so he goes back to mid-track, tries to turn the car in. There you see, 4th and 5th on the screen right now. We'll have to pick up 2nd and 3rd as well, because Lester is right on the back bumper of Pimenta now, Ryan. That was ugly from Todd Atkins.
It was indeed. Look at Lester. We pick it up on screen right through the middle. The bottom, a little too good still. Todd Atkins, tight. And can't get by Gilroy at the moment. He stays upstairs. And gets on the outside, gets the run he wants. They level up on the back straight. Gilroy takes it away.
And Gilroy's wheeling it. Look at Rodney Pimenta close the gap to the leader, Ryan. We've got a race for the lead with 10 to run in mini feature number 1.
McDonald, Pimenta, Lester. Todd Atkins gets by Wayne Gilroy. Pimenta back to the bottom. Because Shane McDonald moved up the racetrack. He said there must be something there. Look at Rocket. Upstairs trying to get the run off turn number 2. And he looks good up there all of a sudden.
Oh, they go yellow because they're all across the racetrack. That caught us by surprise.
Yeah, Cleary, the Tasmania 8. And
now, we might have a look at this replay. We'll see if we can see the culprit for the debris stoppage as Gilroy just destroys it down the back straightaway.
Thank you, Wayne.
I've seen some people that are pretty good with rivets and tin, but if you can salvage this, I'd eat your sketcher, Ryan. Okay. This is what's left of a front bumper from Rachel Pratt's car.
Look at that. That's nice, right? Perfect. So time to resume the battle for Pro 1 race parts. New Design Living, bring all the action down under graphics. Cush Clothing, Charlton Raceway, incorporated a made-to-go group. And this is a round of the Pacific Petroleum Smackdown Series. And Pimenta's going to level up with Shane McDonald here.
So the top is good in 1 and 2, not as good in 3 and 4, but Rocket does as his name says down the main straightaway and goes back to the top in 1 and 2, Ryan.
He's going to make it work. He's going to make it work. He comes back to the bottom like you said. Look at Lester. He likes it. He can get the car to stop and point in turn 3 and 4. Rocket just above the slick. Lester comes back at Rocket. Shane McDonald drives away a little. They all fight for the bottom in 3 and 4. Lester, the car a little sideways on exit that time, which has allowed Pimenta to come back at him. Rocket stays on the bottom. Now he searches up the racetrack again, and this is getting spicy.
Pimenta backs it into 3 and 4. I almost think he was better on the top. He's going to level up and just settle himself for a lap or two and have a run at Shaney Mack at the end here, because it's 500 to win, and it's Diddley squat for second and a flat tyre for Lester, Ryan.
Wow. Flat left rear for Lester. What a shame. And instead of 18 points, he's about to get 3 or 4. We stay green as he's able to get to the infield. Good job, Darren. McDonald, flick spin. He's filthy on the infield. Pimenta second. Todd Atkins now third. Wayne Gilroy fourth. Shelford is fifth. Max Clark has come up through the field into 6th position.
As we knock another lap off the counter, there'll be 1 to go next time by. Shane McDonald has 1 lap left to negotiate. Pimenta, second, has thrown everything at Shane McDonald. But McDonald will prevail in mini feature number 1. And the former Queensland champion will bank $500 here, thanks to Pro 1 Race Parts and New Design Living. Pimenta home in second. Wayne Gilroy and Todd Atkins had a ripper battle, with Atkins prevailing in third. Gilroy fourth. Max Clark came home in sixth, just behind your Queensland champion Shelford. Your results up on the screen, but your winner for mini feature number 1 on night 1 of the Pro 1 Race Parts T1 Nationals. Come on back straight. Let's have some noise for Shane McDonald. And the M&L Burke Farming, Linmac Automotive, Butel's Transport, number CR27 rolls into victory lane. He banks 20 points for his cause, but I bet you he's even more pumped up to bank $500 in his pocket. Make some noise for Shane McDonald. He's pumped up. He's got the right race suit on for tonight too. $500 in your Skyrocket thanks to Pro 1 Race Parts. Shaney Mack, what a feature race.
Thanks, mate. That's awesome to come away with the win there. We've been quick this season, and just need a bit of luck to go your way. And never know where you might end up.
And the car looked so good in the first 10 laps and probably started to go away towards the middle of the race. Lester on the bottom, Rodney on the outside. They were sort of peppering the back bumper, but you held tough, ran the middle lane to perfection.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I've got to say a big thanks to Sid Whittaker. He's at home watching and giving me advice over the phone. He's helping me set this car up, and it's going awesome. So thanks very much, and thanks to all the fans out there. Thanks to Pro 1 Race Parts for putting this on, and all my sponsors, Butel's Transport, Linmac Automotive, Toowoomba Steering and Suspension. Thanks very much.
One more time, McDonald Racing Crew, make some noise for Shane McDonald.